How's it going, Crypto ZX family? Appreciate all the love. You guys know exactly what time it is. We're going to be talking about Kronos. Apologize, I wasn't able to give you guys an update a little earlier. Usually it's last night, but I was quite busy and I was unable to give you guys an update. But again, we're not missing any day. We're giving you guys an update today, of course, a little later, but the update is still coming out. So as of Saturday, obviously, first and foremost, CME futures are closed, right, on the weekends, and tomorrow is going to be the monthly end for the month of August. Crazy to wrap my head around the fact that we're already at the end of August, going into September. Literally feels like yesterday, when we were in 2024 September. It's that's fast how time has gone by, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate. But market is reacting in a positive way. Bitcoin was able to do something I've been talking to you guys about every single update, and I'm sure if you guys follow the channel, you guys know exactly what we're talking about. But Coin is up 10.2%, so a nice bounce since our last retracement. Price currently sitting at 30 cents, up 11.4% in USD, up 10% in Bitcoin, and about 9% in Ethereum comparative. Now, if you're looking at the market cap, 10.1 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 800 million. One thing I want you guys to focus on is the 24-hour trading volume. Yes, we're in a weekend, but it has decreased compared to where we were just 2 to 3 days back, when the announcement was quite fresh, when we broke out of the bear market zone. We did see a huge spike in the volume, but still 800 million over the weekend, not bad. But let's take a look at what's happening with the price. Before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So what's going on with the dominance, you may ask? 58% on dot right now, and we're actually pulling down. We were sitting at 58.28% not too long ago, but we can see, the dominance is pulling down once again. Looking at Bitcoin, look at what happened with Bitcoin, guys. You cannot make this up. Crypto ZX, your boy, has been calling out for this specific target. Go watch any one of my videos since we've been below the 115K range. I've been talking to you guys about how the door is open for us to retest the 23.6 Fibonacci support line. And will you look at that? We touch right exactly at the neckline of the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. We saw multiple different fakeouts after breaking below 115, but we never really managed to stay above 115,000. And I've been saying in every single update of mine, the door is open for us to retest lower time frames, and we retested none other than the 23.6 support line itself and have seen a bounce. Last time the price was at that level was back on July 8th, so been about almost 2 months, not exactly, but almost 2 months since the price of Bitcoin was down to these levels. And right now, I know we have seen a little bit of a bounce, which has been the major catalyst behind, the push that we're seeing right now for the altcoins, but we're not out of the woods just yet. We have retested, we have introduced ourselves back to the 23.6 key support line. So, the downwards trajectory is still on the table as of now, believe it or not. I know not many people want to see this or hear this, but this is something I've been saying from the beginning, and I am sticking to my overall projection. But if you're looking at Crow token right now, 30 cents as of recording this update, below the key support line. Speaking about the key support line, we actually did reclaim back above that range, a very bullish sign. So we did come down to 26.8 cents. Let's take a look at if we do have some support around that level on the daily time frame. So, where we did end up coming. So, yep, well, you look at that, where we came down to the 26 cents price point, you can see this for yourself. We have support from 2021 as well as 2022, and that exact same support line came in as a nice support, and we have seen a bounce since then. So speaking about a bounce itself, you can see, we did see the price of Kronos go up 25%. So not a small move by any means, a 25% increase over the course of the last 24 hours. Yes, that's correct. And right now, yes, we're finding ourselves back below this key resistance, but I've highlighted to you guys how important this key resistance really is for Kronos. Very, very important, something we don't want to be overlooking. So you want to see this price closing above this key range. Very, very important. Even if we consolidate within this range, strengthen our overall support, it's a good sign. before the next leg up starts. I personally believe, Kronos is going to see that next wave much quicker than a lot of people realize. A big confirmation of that is the way the price bounced above the key range, but we're finding ourselves below it right now, which is not something we want to see. We want to see the price holding above that key range, but that key range itself is not a far off in terms of the price. It's just about a 4% move from where we currently are. So keep an eye on Bitcoin right now, guys. Considering where Bitcoin is right now, Kronos is still holding really good after having a parabolic move. Since August 19th, you're still up about 115% if you picked up at that key range. So still a nice, consolidation, but I preferably would like to see it above the 31.2 cents level, which we did reclaim not too long ago. Very, very important to keep in mind. Love you all. See you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.